Holly Willoughby and Phillip Their on-screen history together. Phillip Schofield has insisted that Holly Willoughby is his rock amid rumours of tension between them. The Dancing on Ice and This Morning presenters have been close friends off-screen for years as well as TV partners. But there have been rumours of problems in their relationship of late. Schofield, who recently took some leave around his younger brother's Timothy's sex abuse trial, has now set the record straight. He told The Sun in a statement, "As I have said before, Holly is my rock. We're the best of friends, as always. She is an incredible support on screen, behind the scenes and on the phone." Double quote. Schofield, 61, said Willoughby, who was recently ill with shingles, had always been there for him through thick and thin. "And I've been there for her," he said. "The last few weeks haven't been easy for either of us." Double quote. As the star rubbishes the gossip, we have a look back at the pair's long friendship. The pair's TV partnership and friendship started back in 2006 on Dancing on Ice. Willoughby had shows like CBBC at the Fame Academy and Feel the Fear under her belt. But it was Schofield who was the big star. He had already made his name on Going Live and was known to viewers for This Morning when he landed the role on the ice skating competition. Willoughby later confessed she was a bit nervous at first as she used to watch Schof on TV, but that they soon bonded. Speaking on the Jonathan Ross show, she said, "I was a bit scared when I first met him, but that changed very quickly when I realized he was basically me in the male form." Double quote. Schofield had hosted This Morning with Fern Britton, but when she left he put in a good word for Willoughby. In 2017 The Sun quoted him as saying, "We had such fun on Doy that when the position became vacant on This Morning, I said Holly is the only person I want. If I can't have her I am not playing." Things worked out, and Willoughby took a seat on the sofa in 2009. She and Schofield have now been hosting together for 14 years. On the 7th of February 2020 Schofield, who has been married for nearly 27 years, announced that he was gay in a message posted on Instagram. He wrote, "You never know what's going on in someone's seemingly perfect life, what issues they are struggling with, or the state of their well-being, and so you won't know what has been consuming me for the last few years. With the strength and support of my wife and my daughters, I have been coming to terms with the fact that I am gay." Double quote. He then appeared on the This Morning sofa with Holly Willoughby to share the news on air. He wouldn't have wanted anyone else by his side other than Holly. He told the BBC's The One show that Willoughby was one of the first people he told about his sexuality. He said, "I couldn't have done that with anyone else. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to be sitting by the side of me. We'd had a big lead up to that moment and Holly was one of the first people that I told, and she's such a wise person. She's got such a calm, sensitive aura to her." In September 2022, Phil and Holly received criticism from some on social media after they appeared inside Westminster Hall on Friday without having taken part in the public queue to attend the Queen's lying-in state. This Morning insisted its presenters did not jump the queue, which reached 24 hours in length, and were there to report on the event as media. Program bosses said in a statement on Instagram that their hosting duo had attended to film a segment for the ITV show. As This Morning returned to ITV after the state funeral, the pair acknowledged the backlash but stressed they had respected the rules set for the media. During the special episode reflecting on the days since the Queen's death, Willoughby said in a voiceover, "Like hundreds of accredited broadcasters and journalists, we were given official permission to access the hall. It was strictly for the purpose of reporting on the event for millions of people in the UK who have not been able to visit Westminster in person. The rules were that we would be quickly escorted around the edges to a platform at the back. In contrast, those paying respect walked along a carpeted area beside the coffin and were given time to pause. None of the broadcasters and journalists there took anyone's place in the queue and no one filed past the Queen. We of course respected those rules. However, we realize that it may have looked like something else, and therefore totally understand the reaction. Please know that we would never jump a queue." In 2023, Schofield took a break from presenting This Morning while his younger brother Timothy was on trial for child sexual abuse charges, for which he was found guilty on 11 offences. Willoughby also took time off the show, with her reps telling press she was suffering with shingles. However, tabloid reports suggested a rift had grown between the pair, and in May 2023 The Sun claimed that the pair were barely speaking after their relationship had cooled. Schofield responded telling the paper, "The last few weeks haven't been easy for either of us. As I have said before, Holly is my rock. We're the best of friends, as always. She is an incredible support on screen, behind the scenes and on the phone. Holly has always been there for me, through thick and thin. And I've been there for her." Double quote. What have they said about each other? The stars have gone on to become close friends and have regularly opened up about how well they get on. Both have referred to the other as their bestie in interviews and on social media. Speaking on Jonathan Ross in 2021, Willoughby said she felt lucky to work with Schofield. "I can't imagine a world without him being there," she said. "It just wouldn't be the same. The magic of that show is us two together when we're together. I do really love him. I really love him," she went on. The partnership isn't limited to the screen, with Willoughby and Schofield spotted out together when they aren't working. They have also been away together, heading off on holidays together with their families. In 2019, Schofield and his family joined Willoughby and her husband Dan Baldwin and their kids in Portugal for a sunny break.